Good morning. Today, I just wanted to talk about something that was kind of on my mind as I was doing some research. This idea of justice in America. When I looked up the word justice, according to Black Law Dictionary, um, I was surprised to find what it actually meant according to the law. And I think this is something that we need to discuss further in order to really get a true understanding of what happens in the American justice system. So, according to Black Law Dictionary, justice means protecting rights and punishing wrongs using fairness. The definition continues to say it is possible to have unjust laws, even with fair and proper administration of the law of the land as a way for all legal systems to uphold this idea. I want that to sink in with you for a minute. So, we're working in a system that says that justice is deciding right from wrong using fairness. However, in the definition, it admits that there are unjust laws. I, probably like many of you, do not understand how you can have justice with unjust laws. What does that even mean? What that means is there are laws in the land that we as a people would say were unjust. Um, Many, for historical reference, would say slavery was an unjust law. However, because slavery was allowed and it was legal to possess another human being, when it came to the courtroom, there was no legal avenue for a person who was a slave to claim that they were being treated unjust, or that even if one ran and escaped, there was no law protecting them from being forced back into slavery because the law, although unjust, was the law. We see this often in uh, our court systems where a person is found guilty of something that we would consider unjust. For example, there was a man, he was a felon, and felons aren't allowed to possess firearms unless they go through a particular process of um, gaining those rights back. But the situation was that a person tried to abduct or molest his child in the bathroom, and he brandished a firearm and I believe shot the individual, and now is facing federal charges for felon with possession of a firearm. Now, determining right and wrong in a felon possessing a firearm is easy. He was a felon, he possessed a firearm. But is that law just? And will justice be served in that case because he protected his family? If he gets incarceration, of course not. We would all say that that's not fair, right? But again, justice is not about fairness in a moral or a holistic sense. It's about fairness according to the law. And fairness according to the law brings us to the next topic that hopefully we will delve into later, which is evidence, right? Evidence and how evidence is introduced in America. Um, but I just wanted to give you just a brief idea of what to think about. Justice from a criminal sense and justice from a moral sense. So when we look for moral justice from a moral sense, what we find is that justice is an agreed upon solution to events where one person is wronged and the other person caused that wrong or harm to that individual, and an agreed upon punishment for those wrongs, or an agreed upon means of rectifying that wrong. So as we move forward, that's just an idea that I want you guys to kind of play with in your head. If you have questions or comments, please feel free to ask, and I will. If I don't know the answers, I will always do the research before responding. Thank you, and have a good day. Peace.